Hi, everybody. I'm Tina McInich. I'm the Executive Director of Metro Ministries, if you don't already know me. And I'm here today on this Ash Wednesday, the beginning of the Lenten season of 2021. And this year, as you all may have read in the newsletter, we're having a kickoff event this Saturday. But we're starting with today, with Wednesdays. We're going to have a short video connected through each week's newsletter, where we're going to share a little bit of a devotion. We're also going to share a story about one of our 2020 grant recipients. We're doing this for multiple reasons. One, we want to be connected with you during Lent, but we also are doing this to support our Lenten fundraiser, our Getting Back to Lent fundraiser, where we're asking if you can set aside $1 a day for the 40 days of Lent, and then make a contribution to Metro at some point over the next several weeks. So we're going to be doing these videos between now and probably through the end of April, actually, a little past Easter season, and we're going to share. So I'm getting us started today. I have some words that I found that were included in Pope Francis' Lenten address for this year. So these were words that he has very recently penned and then has spoken recently. Love is a gift that gives meaning to our lives. It enables us to view those in need as members of our own family, as friends, brothers or sisters. A small amount, if given with love, never ends, but becomes a source of life and happiness. And then he goes on to say, to experience Lent with love means caring for those who suffer or feel abandoned and fearful because of the COVID-19 pandemic. In these days of deep uncertainty about the future, let us keep in mind the Lord's word to his servant, fear not, for I have redeemed you. That was Isaiah 43:1. And then he goes on to say, Pope Francis goes on to say, in our charity, may we speak words of reassurance and help others to realize that God loves them as sons and daughters. So I picked these words today because they go align a little bit with the story I want to share with you about one of our grant recipients last year. That was an opportunity for fantastic collaboration, a collaboration of love, I would like to say. So I'm going to tell you about Operation Bundle Up. Operation Bundle Up is a program of Johnson County, United Way of Johnson County. The United Way has been administering this program since the early 2000s, so it's been almost 20 years. And it's a coat giveaway, but it's an amazing event. So they partner with all of the schools across the county and many of the churches and ask them to be collection sites for coats, new or gently used coats for children and youth and adults as well, for several weeks during the late summer, early fall. And then mid-fall, they have an event where the churches are distributed to families. Every year they give coats away to children. Anywhere between 350 and 450 kids each year get coats that are often brand new. If not, they are very well maintained and taken care of. They partner with Milto to make sure that those coats get cleaned each year before the distribution event. Well, last year, 2020, this couldn't happen. Operation Bundle Up was possibly going to have to be canceled, but the United Way did some brainstorming. They reached out to a few folks. They partnered with Meijer, the local Meijer in Franklin, and the Meijer agreed to give them $15,000 worth of gift cards for $10,000. And then they were able to get a couple of other donors to help cover the additional cost of these gift cards. But they were running a little short on money because United Way doesn't usually do a fundraiser for this event. It's very low cost. It's high on volunteers, but the cleaning service is donated. The coats are donated. So they usually don't have to have a lot of funds. But because they're purchasing gift cards to get coats, they needed some funds. So they reached out to the United Methodist Churches in Johnson County, and I found out about it. So, and it happened to be at the same time that we were offering our restoration from COVID grants. And so I put a challenge out there to the Johnson County churches that Metro could potentially match their gifts towards Operation Bundle Up. we only had 2 weeks to do this, actually less than 2 weeks. Our deadline was approaching, United Way's deadline was approaching, so we had less than 2 weeks from the time the churches were first contacted till the money had to be in hand. And 5 churches made contributions to United Way's Operation Bundle Up, and Metro was able to make a match. So we contributed almost $5,000 in total towards this event. So the way that it worked, the Meijer gift cards were affixed with a sticker that said this is to be used for coats. Meijer stocked up on coats based on sizes that they were given from United Way's historical data. And then United Way arranged with families to schedule appointments to come pick up these gift cards so that they would be spread out over time and everybody wouldn't be arriving at the same time, and safe physical distancing could be observed. So the families came, and when they picked up their gift cards, they also received new hats and gloves or mittens for their kids. It was a really great day. And over the course of the event, 416 kiddos were able to get new coats. And I've got a quote from one of the families that I want to share with you. The staff that helped me pick up the gift cards, the mittens, and the scarves were so friendly and kind. They treated me like a normal person. Their friendly attitude made me cry out of joy for their help and joy for their understanding. The fact that I knew my children would have a warm winter jacket this year brought so much peace to me. This year has been incredibly rough with COVID financially for my family. We've suffered due to lack of wages and cutbacks, like many other families. Your program took a huge burden off of us by providing our children with warm jackets. Thank you. So I wanted to share that story as just a great example of collaboration, and Metro is so thankful to be a part of that. And through our grants program, we are able to be a part of great programs like that. So stay tuned for more stories like this in the coming weeks, and we will be sharing with you soon. Take care and have a great day. Thank you.